Hello everyone, welcome to Halo Moon Tarot. This is your weekly reading for Pisces. Hope you guys are well this week. Thanks so much for dropping in, and let's see what's happening with you, your energy, what's going on around you that you need to know. Pisces, what does Pisces need to know? Clear messages for Pisces, please. Now this can be any aspect of your life. Just take it how it resonates. Pisces, there we go. Yeah. Some of you here, something here, you're either ignoring, you don't want to look at, or it's just something you're not interested in. So I do see taking a break. Okay, some kind of healing or just taking a little break here. Yeah, maybe you're not sure. Yeah, you feel like maybe there's someone here not telling you everything. So I do see the little bit of a break here. And I do see something here that's not good enough. Someone's not telling you something. I do think we've got an energy. It could be yourself, but it could be someone, Virgo energy. It's a person who's kind of going within, spending a little time alone, looking for clarity. Someone's looking for some kind of clarity. Now, it has to do with whether they're going to be rejected. Maybe you're on a break from someone, or it has to do with someone looking to see if you healed. Okay? Yeah, but I'm going to tell you, I would be a little cautious with this energy. This is someone who's looking at the details. It has to do with possible reconciliation. I know a lot of people don't like to see that, but there's a person in hermit mode looking for clues and answers. This is someone who lacks clarity. They're shining a little light. They're curious to see if you've healed. Maybe you rejected this person, or they offered you something and it wasn't good enough. But they're soul searching all that, this energy. Maybe... but I feel like it's an energy of someone here. Something wasn't accepted. Now, it could be someone who feels they missed an opportunity. Okay, they're looking at it. And I do feel I'm not a fan of the Page of Pentacles when they communicate. Now, it's not always a bad energy, but it's just an energy of someone who's looking at the details. They want something to be successful. I think this person's looking at why something wasn't successful. Maybe something they weren't clear about, but they're very curious. And it has to do with healing, clearing something up, gaining some kind of clarity. So this is likely someone kind of laying in bed at night, kind of, doing some thinking about why something wasn't successful. It's someone who planned for success. Okay, now it has to do something to do with a decision. Someone may have made a bad decision. It doesn't always have to be a reconciliation, but it could. But it has to do with healing, releasing things, okay, letting go. Yeah. We shall see. I think we got a person who's looking to see if you've gotten over something. Now, I don't know if they rejected you or they offered something and it just wasn't good enough. It's a failure to see, a failure to recognize. I feel for the most part, it's a person who was planning for something, a communication, something to go be successful, but it wasn't. Okay? And they're looking at that. Yeah. So there we go. We have the Tower. We have the Eight of Wands. And we have the Page of Wands. Yes, you see, something happened here. There may have been, maybe there was some kind of reconciliation, or someone made a bad decision and things didn't go well. Yeah, you see, it's something to do with the communication. This person was definitely talking about themselves. It was all about themselves. You see, it's all about me. That's what they're seeing it. Okay, this person's seeing it. So whatever they offered you, it wasn't good enough. And why? Because it was all about them. They're having an epiphany, a sudden realization. It has to do with the communication. So this person may have attempted a reconciliation. It didn't go well because it was all about themselves, all about me, me, me. The focus was on them. Now they were, pretty enthusiastic about this. But yeah, you see, this is an energy of been there, done that. So it looks like there was an attempt at a reconciliation. But, like I say, it could also be someone who's just having that epiphany that they need to let go of something. They need to just let go. Okay, it may be just over and they need to take off in another direction. But I actually see a very clear scenario here of someone who was talking about themselves, very passionate, fiery. Maybe they came in, they were talking all flirty, came in suddenly out of the blue, unexpectedly, and just started flirting. So they didn't get something here. I can see it. They didn't get something they wanted. They actually feel they probably missed an opportunity because of this. So let's dig into that. Tell me about this Four of Cups. Why is the Four of Cups here? There we go. Yeah, see, there you go. Someone was feeling all enthusiastic and charming, and they came rushing in full of passion. Ooh, yep, someone had their guard up. Not so fast, you see? But, it's also an energy of someone who doesn't really let their guard down. So they have a tendency to, this person talked all about themselves. It was all about them is what I feel. So if it was a reconciliation, things didn't go well. But you can see this person coming in all fiery and passionate. Okay. Feeling enthusiastic, but this is the energy. That's my believer card. This is someone who pushes somebody away because it's not good enough. Maybe even blocked. Okay, maybe they didn't get what they wanted. Maybe they blocked you. But I feel like it's yourself, Pisces. Your guard is up. You're not so sure if you believe this, okay? Because it comes in suddenly, so your guard's up. Ooh, wait a minute. They're not telling me something. See, this person's looking for some kind of clarity. I think this is somebody who was maybe not 100% sure or clear that you were over something or healed or whatever the energy, because it does look like someone attempted a reconciliation. Tell me about the Four of Swords. Yeah, so there we go. So someone here being a little cautious, you see. So it's an energy of someone who is, being careful what they wish for, but they weren't telling you everything. They weren't telling you. They definitely weren't. But I feel like you were wanting something from this person. You were hoping for something, but it wasn't good enough. It's not what you wanted to hear. That's what I feel. Or not the way you wanted things to happen. So I see the energy of guarded defense of pushing someone away. Yeah, it could be an energy where someone comes in that way too, really fast, a little bit pushy. Okay. So yeah, Page of Swords. Yeah, see, there's looking for clarity. This person's kind of been, they're lying there thinking, thinking about healing, clarity, hoping. So someone who's hoping that you were over something. Okay, they're waiting for a healing. They're looking for clues and answers, but they're definitely spending time alone, with their thoughts, looking at this. But see, they didn't get something they wanted. Why? Because you didn't indulge them. You see, this is someone who kind of wanted to be indulged. They come rushing in. They were hoping that they were going to get what they wanted, but they didn't. So let's see this Hermit. Yeah, see, it's about the way they didn't go about this right. So it's to do with being fair. It's to do with justice. So it also has to do with a commitment, healing a relationship. Maybe this is a relationship on a break, some kind of separation. But if it's not, it's an energy of somebody who didn't do things right. They didn't play fair. Okay, there was a lack of balance. The way this person communicated, they were focused on themselves. It was all about them. You see, and that's why it's not good enough. You didn't get something you wanted, so it's an energy of pushing this person away. But I think they were, maybe they were being pushy themselves. But, the Knight of Wands could be somebody who kind of pushes, right? They come in really quick, all fiery and passionate, all hopeful, enthusiastic, but they didn't get what they wanted. They offered one cup, see, and they kept everything to themselves. They didn't share their feelings or something they didn't tell you. They weren't clear, okay? Page of Pentacles. See, there's that energy of lacking the confidence. See, I feel this person just lacked the confidence. And it's possible they came in quick and they were overconfident. They may have acted in that way. But I feel it has to do with being strong and being brave. It's about taming the beast within themselves. You see, that's the beast. The rushing in too quick. Being too fiery, too passionate. It's somebody who wants what they want and they're just going for it. Very charming, lovely energy for the most part. But yeah, something definitely went awry here. And I do see this person being careful what they say. They took a little bit of time trying to say everything, just right. But definitely it was an epic fail because they were focused too much on themselves. They were hoping it was going to be successful. They're offering a little pentacle, hoping to get what they wanted, but they didn't. They offered one cup. They were keeping all their feelings to themselves. It was all about them. You see, this person really thought they were going to get something here. This person really does need to tame that beast within themselves, and they're looking at it the way they probably behaved here. See, there was a lack of balance. They weren't kind of playing fair. I just feel it was a lack of balance. I do see some Libra energy, so there was something definitely off. Something wasn't right, and they're looking at it. Okay, they're looking at this. They see it, right? Oh yeah, they know now. After a little period of time by themselves, when they, they start to think about it, this person's realizing it. That's the Tower, the sudden epiphany, like, oh, I came in too fast, too fiery, too passionate, being too flirty and talking a lot possibly about themselves. They may have even said something and put their foot in their mouth, said the wrong thing. It's almost like a downgrade there. Aw, tell me about judgment. Oops, judgment. Why are we here? Tell me about judgment. There we go. Yeah, see? This person was hoping for a reconciliation. They were hoping for something. They didn't get what they wanted. And I do think this person feels they've really missed an opportunity. They may feel like there may not be another opportunity. So yeah. It almost looks like this is maybe something that's happened a couple of times. So, sometimes when this sort of energy happens more than once, someone is very guarded and defensive. Okay, they got their guard up. I see a little Leo energy. So I think it's a person who doesn't want to let their guard down. Okay, so they're trying to say just the right thing. They're trying to not say everything. But I feel what they were lacking in was the emotional energy. There's not a lot of emotional energy. It's almost, an energy of detached, where it was all about them healing. So I think this person's kind of getting it here. Without realizing somebody definitely made a really big mistake, okay, the way they communicated. Now, if this is somebody new, and they've, come rushing in all enthusiastic and you're like, thanks, but no thanks. And then they came back around. I see possible twice, waiting for things to clear up, waiting for the energy to clear, to heal, to get over it. And then they tried to come on, come back again to gain the strength and confidence. But yeah, it's again, thank you, but no thank you. Yeah. This person it really has to do with their judgment, their better judgment. This could be someone who wasn't playing fair, but I feel mostly with that Hermit, they're going within looking at justice. They're seeing that something wasn't right. And I feel like it's more than likely yourself seeing that something's just not right here. Okay, it's not fair, it's not balanced, and it may have something to do with a commitment. It could be somebody wanting a bit of a commitment first. Okay, I do think someone is thinking about that. I can see it there. Tell me about the Tower. Why is the Tower here? Oops, yeah, see, it's an energy of kind of waiting. So it's an energy of someone who feels like it's too late. They've really blown it this time, right? Yeah, they're kind of looking at that, feeling the ship has sailed. It's probably too late. I think they want to come back in. I think they're trying to gain that strength and the confidence to be brave. Okay, I feel they were trying to be, especially the first time. But yeah, there was something about what they said. There was missing details. It wasn't clear. It lacked emotion. You see, it wasn't good. There was no emotion. Somebody's wanting, something to be right, to be said right. And I feel as though this person here, like I say, they offered one cup and it wasn't good enough. It's not what you wanted. You wanted this something better. So I don't know whether, like I say, maybe they rejected you that time, but I actually feel like it's yourself. Thank you, but no thank you. And I think this person's worried. I do think they are a little worried if they come try again, that it's probably too late. They're thinking about it though, the healing, about being fair, maybe commitment. They're doing a lot of thinking here. Oh yeah, this person's spending quite a lot of time by themselves with their thoughts. See, it's an energy of coming back around. But I do see that been there, done that, where this person's done this. It's not the first time, maybe the second time. Maybe, it was with somebody else. But they're definitely looking for clues and answers within themselves about their path. Maybe how they approached you, the way they communicated, and what they did wrong. So, but that's a good thing. At least they're thinking about it, they're having that realization. Maybe you were waiting for this person, you were waiting and then they came in and it wasn't good enough. So it's an energy of moving on, but it's also an energy of, feeling on top of the world. This person was feeling enthusiastic, they wanted to come in, wanted to talk. They were fiery, passionate, very positive. Okay, maybe this person's worried you have other opportunities. So there's something to do with communication where someone may have put their foot in the mouth, said the wrong thing. Something may have slipped and there was something about other opportunities possibly. But I feel it's an energy of somebody just moving on. But I do see this energy of this person thinking of coming back around. Not quite as enthusiastic as before. Okay, not quite as enthusiastic. Playful, friendly, positive, which is a good thing. It's usually good news. Okay, it's usually good news. So yeah, I think this person, it's an energy of balance, balancing out their words, the way they communicate, doing things right. There was a lack of balance. That's what I feel. There was a lot of talk about them. They talked a lot about themselves. So if it was something that needed to be healed or cleared up, they didn't go about things right. And I think this person feels they missed an opportunity, but the epiphany that it may be too late, you may have kind of moved on. But I think they're going to try. Yeah, I think this person's going to try. Tell me about the Page of Wands. Yeah, see, reconciliation. I think this person wants to reconcile, but what they need to do is they need to shed and release all that energy. Okay, so it's an energy of a massive healing. It's a bit of a wake-up call. This person's getting, it's a wake-up call, the epiphany. They've missed an opportunity for something that could have been quite lovely, because they've really blown it here. I can see it. They may have even left you waiting too long, and that's what they're thinking. Maybe it's too late. You've moved on. I do see reconciliation. It's like twice here, but or it's just the way they're thinking. But see, there's that energy. See, they're manifesting. See, this person, they're actually, they're keeping something to themselves. They kept something to themselves, being a bit too secretive. There's something that was, I feel, accidentally revealed here. But I can see the Magician. This person's trying to manifest, having all the tools and all the information they need. Say they didn't really have all the information. It's like they were very curious, but they really didn't know if you were healed or over something. Okay. Like I say, this could be a couple that are on a break, taking a little break from a relationship. And this person's trying to come back around, feeling all fiery and passionate, but I don't think someone's accepting this. Sorry, it's not good enough. It's not what I want. And that's where that wake-up call comes. This person was likely pretty shocked about what happened. It's something they probably didn't expect. But I do see somebody waiting, okay, looking into this past, what happened, the communication. And I do see someone thinking, been there, done that, and moving on. I think they're going to try again. I think they're manifesting by gathering info, gathering those clues, the information, everything they need to know before they try again. But it's an energy of just trusting your intuition, okay? Trusting your intuition here, Pisces. If it feels right, go for it. I do think they're trying to manifest. I do. And I do think, they may have been manipulated a little, or a bit of a play on words, but I honestly not really sure if I feel that. I feel more like they're trying to manifest something and just going about it in all the wrong way. Okay? I feel they lack the confidence. I feel they lack the wisdom and the knowledge of how to communicate properly, how to get this to go in their favor. And I do see this energy of the world, this change, okay, windfall of abundance. So just, if you feel like this person is someone who will never change, it's possible you're moving on. I do see a Gemini energy. I do see a Libra energy. Some of you may even have multiple opportunities, but I think it's something to do with the communication, where something was said. And it could be something that you already know. I think you already know this person's going to come back to reconcile. Okay, so it's an energy of manifesting. I think you're the one with the power. I feel like you probably are a little wiser than this person in some ways, but it has to do with the way they're communicating. Fiery, passionate, flirty, putting their foot in the mouth. But I actually feel it's an energy. I don't know if this person's a little younger than you, or I feel mostly they just talked about themselves. It's a little bit of that here for a good time, not a long time energy, you see. So I feel like you're going to make a decision. I think you already know this person's coming in to try again. Okay, so you're going to be looking to make sure there's no manipulation. Okay, but it's an energy of manifesting. I'm going to be honest, I kind of feel it's something you want. And I think you have the tools, you have the wisdom, the knowledge, But I think it's this person really wanting this. And I think they're just going about it all the wrong way. Tell me about this Justice. Pisces, Justice. Oops, why is this here? Why is Justice here? Yeah, see, it has to do with the commitment, having faith. It's about how this person conducts themselves, you see. It's about not being on the same page. There's a lack of balance. And I mean, it's possible this person's kind of just not playing fair. They're coming in fast. Maybe, it's an energy where you want commitment. Maybe you already know they're going to come back around. It looks like you kind of know, you can feel it. They're going to come back around, likely try again. I feel like you're prepared with the Magician energy. But it's an energy of two people manifesting each other. But this person, I'll tell you, they just go about everything the wrong way. They just come in out of the blue, too fiery, too passionate. It's how they conduct themselves. It's an energy of having faith. So, and I think this is someone who, I don't know whether there's a secret or you already know something about a secret. Maybe this is somebody who wasn't faithful. I don't know. Or you feel like you don't have faith in this person. But I think they're contemplating marriage and commitment. I do. I think they lack the faith and the confidence in themselves. I don't know if there's someone who wasn't faithful. I'm not really seeing that here, but it's possible. I do see a need to heal. I do think this person needs to clear their head, clear their energy, and heal. So I do see a break. Okay, definitely. Yeah. But they are very curious. I think they're looking to see if you're over something. Okay, if you're over it. But I think they best be careful. Be careful what they wish for because they, okay, being a little, I think they were trying to be cautious or they did, at first time, I don't think they did. Second time, maybe. But then again, being too cautious. So it's about, I feel it's about balance, the way they're communicating. Yeah, definitely there's an energy of marriage commitment. Two people not being on the same page or something to do with not being on the same page and communicating. Now, it's also an energy of lifestyle. I do see Taurus, Libra, I do see an energy of lifestyle. But it's really to do with the way they conduct themselves. So this is definitely somebody here, where they are trying to have that faith but actually lack the confidence. You're definitely more confident. I actually feel like you're pretty confident this person's coming back around because you already kind of know. I feel like you know. So I do think you're keeping this to yourself. I feel there's something that you know. Okay. But I think you're manifesting this person and you're just kind of sitting there waiting for this person to come back around. But if they come back the same way, it's the same thing going to happen again. So it's an energy of change, okay? You're going to look to see if this person's changing the way they communicate. I think they do. I think they're going to. I got to be honest. I feel they're manifesting the tools and all the information, making sure they're clear. Because if they came around before and it didn't go well, there was a lack of, they didn't have all the answers. They didn't know something here, okay? But boy, are they ever curious. Yeah, and I feel there's something they didn't tell you, but if there is any kind of secret and there's something they didn't tell you, you already know. Like, I don't know if this person wasn't faithful in a past relationship or it has something to do with you, or you just know they lack the faith in themselves. Okay, I don't want anyone to think there's a third party here because I actually don't see it, but it's possible. So let's talk about this Taurus energy with the Hierophant. Yeah, see, they're curious. See, they're very curious. There's something they kept to themselves, something they didn't tell you or they don't want you to know. I think they lack the faith in themselves. And again, with that Strength card, it's just telling me again here that this person, I do think this person is someone very curious. I do. And I think they're shining a light on that energy of marriage and commitment, having faith in themselves. Now, I don't know if there's something they're not telling you, or they just lack the faith, lack the confidence, or it's something to do with you just not being on the same page, whether you're just not getting each other. But, I do think they're very curious. And it could be someone, watching you, curious at how you conduct yourself. It could be just a person here who, but I think it has to do with themselves. And I do think they're soul searching it. I think you're just keeping something to yourself, your inner wisdom, you're trusting your intuition. But I can tell you right now, they're going within here. They're going within looking for answers of what went wrong, because I see an epic fail here. Tell me about the Three of Wands and we'll wrap this up. I feel like they're coming back around. So there it is. See, this is an energy. This could be yourself. Like I say, you could be soul searching. You might have there could be a choice between a couple people, multiple opportunities, people that come back around. You're keeping something to yourself. Okay, but there is a point here where there's a decision about manifesting, a decision about releasing somebody and a possible reconciliation. For some of you, there could be two people. But this is generally someone who knows what they want and they go after it. But you see, there's that tower where someone's having that realization. They need to know exactly what they want. They need to know, right, before they start to manifest. They need to have that clarity, that wisdom, that knowledge. Again, it's also someone very neutral. Whatever this person said, it was neutral. It lacked the emotion that you're wanting. But this, I definitely see a couple people here, Pisces. So it's possible you've got a couple opportunities, a couple people who kind of come back around. So I see the tower. I see a couple of energies where it's an energy of healing and waiting, taking a break, and then this person comes around. Like I say, this Aries, Leo, Sagittarius energy. This is someone very guarded, defensive. Like I say, it's an energy of someone who comes in and then maybe pushes you away. But it's telling you to be careful what you believe here, okay? Just to be a little careful what you believe. I see with the Magician. Like I say, it could even be yourself here, You got a couple of opportunities. You're keeping it to yourself. You'll decide who you're going to let go of. There's someone here that may be younger than yourself. Okay, someone a little bit younger. But I feel like you got this person who comes around really, and it's all about them. It's all about me, me, me. Okay, and that's what I feel like where you're going to base your decision on, that communication. Yeah, so you're manifesting a partner here. So you're keeping something to yourself. You're being wise. Okay, you can probably feel something is off here, that someone's being a little manipulative. That's this person up here, if there's two. For some of you, this is just all one person. This is the tower. Okay, or someone doesn't get what they want. They're very focused on that wand, the physical, you see. They come rushing in. So, yeah. You might be waiting for another person. I feel like if you have two, it's both people, taking a little pause, a break, and then coming back around. So you're going to be looking for that change. So some of you have changed too. I see you moving on here, making a decision to possibly make a choice. Been there, done that. You're releasing somebody and you're manifesting a partner. Because I do see an energy of two people manifesting a partnership. That's why I feel like you've got someone who's pretty curious about you here, It's partnering up, two people looking out for each other's best interest, taking care of each other. Okay, it's building a relationship, a legacy, and manifesting it. So if you have a choice, definitely you're going to make the decision to release somebody. But I do see a possible reconciliation where because I feel like both of these people. I do think there's someone here, I don't know if they're a Taurus with Libra in their chart, maybe a little Virgo, somebody who's not telling you the whole truth, okay? Somebody who's just kind of keeping something to themselves, kind of biding their time here, waiting for you to heal, to get over something, the way they behaved or conducted themselves before they come in. But they're certainly soul searching it. See, there's the star, little Aquarius energy. It's an energy of someone who needs to let go of something. It's an energy of healing and releasing, finding their inner balance. See, it has to do with balance, somebody's hopes and dreams. Someone didn't get something they wanted, because they may have manipulated or tried. It's the way maybe the way they spoke, the way they conducted themselves. And it has to do with a lack of faith. I think this person lacks faith in themselves. They feel like you're out of their league, and that's what I feel. The situation, and someone here is feeling the situation is out of reach. So this is one of those situations, sort of think about it a little if you have two. But like I say, for some of you, it's just one person going through that energy of knowing exactly what they want and going for it. But kind of waiting, thinking the ship has sailed. It may be too late. You've likely moved on. Oh yeah. So I think you're waiting for this person. I think okay, they're going to come back around. It's likely somebody who's done, like I say, done this a couple of times. But yeah, it's about partnering up, manifesting, having all the tools, the information that you need to manifest this partnership. And it's about whether this person, someone has your best interest at heart. It could be them too. Maybe they lack the faith, not sure you have their best interest. It could go either way because there's something, some kind of change, something turning around here. But I feel, the world is an energy of feeling on top of the world, feeling enthusiastic, where somebody's realizing epiphany, why they were rejected, why something wasn't good enough. It's because of the way a decision they made. They made a judgment and they made the wrong judgment. Somebody judged you wrong here more than likely too. And I can see that. Someone may have judged you wrong, you know. Interesting energy. But yeah, I think like you just know this is going to happen. You're manifesting. You're kind of just doing your own thing here, trusting your intuition. It's guiding you here. And I think they're going to try to reconcile. But you are keeping something to yourself if you have two people and you're going to make a decision. If both of these people come back around, somebody is going to be released and let go. In the end, it's your decision. Okay? You probably already know the decision you're going to make. It's possible, and you're just kind of waiting, to kind of see what happens, to see if someone's changed as well. But it's almost like in your mind here, you may have already kind of decided, because I think all right? Take care, Pisces, whatever this is. Just, I feel like it's all going to be okay. Because you're manifesting. You do have the tools, the information, the wisdom, and the knowledge. You're mastering this energy. So, but if anyone tries to manipulate you, I feel like you may know there's one of these people who's kind of manipulative. It could be, manipulated because they lack the strength and the confidence. It's an energy of someone becoming more confident. You see, it's an energy. Sometimes that Knight of Wands isn't, they may be enthusiastic, but they're not always confident. That's why they rush in and rush out. They're not confident and have faith in themselves. Maybe it's somebody who hasn't been faithful before. They lack the confidence themselves to, to go the distance here. So wherever they are, it's good they're soul searching and healing. Okay. And it's likely, I feel like you kind of know. So be well, take care of yourself, and we'll see you soon.